This is Kurt Heisinger, accounting professor at Sierra College and author of Managerial Accounting. This video covers the key accounting and finance positions within most large organizations. What we're going to do is take a look at each of these levels within most large companies with the idea that our focus within managerial accounting is with the controller that you'll see toward the bottom. But let's start at the top of this, what's usually called organization chart, with the board of directors. The board of directors are elected by the shareholders of the company. I'll abbreviate shareholders here, but they're elected by the shareholders of the company. So if you owned some shares of stock, for example, in Facebook, you would be voting, or at least it would enable you to vote for the board of directors. The board of directors therefore represent the shareholders and meet generally on a quarterly basis, maybe more often if there are some critical issues that crop up. But the board of directors are responsible for hiring the chief executive officer. So the CEO is hired by the board of directors. The CEO essentially runs the company. The CEO is in charge of the entire company and oversees the vice presidents of various areas within the company. For example, it could be vice president of marketing, vice president of production, vice president of human resources. The chief executive officer also oversees the chief financial officer, the CFO. And now we're getting into the area that we're really focusing on with this video, and that is the CFO, who has control over all of the accounting and finance functions of the organization. So the CFO is responsible for overseeing and hiring and overseeing the controller, the treasurer, and typically the internal auditors. Although there may be some debate. Sometimes internal auditors report directly to the CEO or the board of directors. So our focus is again going to be on the controller and the fact that the controller oversees the managerial accountant, which you will see at the bottom down here, the financial accountant, and tax accountant. Most large companies have each of these positions. So the financial accountants are responsible for reporting externally to outside folks like the shareholders and creditors. Tax accountant is responsible for developing strategies related to taxes and, of course, making sure that the proper tax forms are filled out and submitted. But this course and this video is focusing on managerial accounting. The managerial accountant reports to employees inside the company and is responsible for a variety of functions, including things like preparing budgets and preparing reports related to product profitability within the company and looking back in time at variances between what they expected to happen financially and what actually happened. So there are a whole host of functions that the managerial accountant performs, and this is where the managerial accountant fits within the entire company, as you see in this organization chart.